Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Michael and today I'm going to be taking you through a short grounding vinyasa sequence. We're not going to be focusing on any specific parts of the body, but we are going to be focusing on our connection to the earth. We're going to start in a nice comfortable seat, however that is for you. So let's find that seat, let's rest our hands gently onto our knees and let's relax the shoulders down away from the ears. So we can take a moment to gently close or soften the eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and release that breath with a big sigh. So with that sigh, just allowing the body to gently open and settle. Just noticing the weight of the physical body, a sense of the space that surrounds us, and at the body's space within the room, wherever you're practicing today. Beginning to tune into the natural breath. And beginning to gently deepen our breathing, finding that sense of expansion and contraction down into the belly and the base of the lungs. A soft upward lift of the pelvic floor, gently drawing the navel in towards the spine. Maybe engaging with our ujjayi breath, that soft constriction of the back of the throat. So we begin to slow and warm the breath before it enters the lungs. From here, let's take our hands into prayer position in front of the chest. Shoulders down away from the ears. Let's gently open the eyes. Take a deep breath in as we float the arms wide and up. Lift through the sides of the body. Bring the palms to touch. Exhale, drawing the hands down. And again, inhale, arms wide and up. Lift through the side body. Bring the palms to touch. Exhale, hands down. 3 more times. Breathe in, arms wide and up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms wide and up. Lengthen through the sides, lift through the waist. Exhale, hands down. Last time, breathe in, arms wide and up. Look to the thumbs. This time on the exhale, bring the right hand down to the floor. Inhale as we lift through the left side of the body. Exhale as we lean the upper body over to the right. Relaxing the right shoulder down, pressing into that left hip and grounding through the sit bones. Nice steady breath. Inhale as we lift up, exhale it over to the other side, relax the left shoulder, press the left hip down, grounding through the base of the body and breathing into the right lung. Nice deep breaths. So really sending that breath into the right ribs, a lovely lateral flexion of the spine. Inhale as we lift up, take our hands behind our seat, roll the shoulders back and down as we lift through the chest. Nice steady breath here, a nice opening across the collarbones. And then gently release. Have a little roll out the shoulders. Let's come over onto all fours. So coming onto our hands and our knees, elbows and wrists balanced below the shoulders, knees balanced below the hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide, tiny little softness in the elbows. Let's inhale as we drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, lift the tailbone and gaze forward. As we exhale, round into the spine, tuck the belly in, gaze in through the knees. Breathe in as we draw the belly down, roll the shoulders back and look forward. And as we exhale, round into the spine, lengthening the tailbone, chin to the chest. Let's do this a few more times in line with your own breath, and just taking a moment to maybe close or soften the eyes, tuning into that contact between the pads of the fingers and the earth. And just noticing how the body feels. So always working with sensation. Using our yoga practice to really explore the physical body. And let's come back to a nice steady spine. Taking the hands a few inches in front of the shoulders, spread the fingers wide, and let's tuck the toes under and float the hips up and back. Coming into our first downward facing dog. Little pedal to the heels, little sway into the hips, spreading the fingers nice and wide, and engage into the pads of the fingers and the balls, the knuckles. So as we pedal through the heels, you find that sense of flow all the way down into the lower body, down into our toes. And let's steady our feet. We're going to breathe in as we float the right leg up to the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to press the left heel down. Hold it here, breathing into the back of that left leg. So that opening from the hamstrings all the way down into that left calf. Maintaining our connection through the pads of the fingers, let's lower the right leg down. Breathe in as we lift the left leg up to the sky. Exhale as we press the right heel down. Keep it steady, nice deep breaths. And we're going to go ahead and step the left foot forward to the outside edge of the mat. Step the right foot forward. Both outside edges of the feet parallel the sides of the mat. Bend generously into our knees. And let's catch a hold of our elbows. Allow the upper body to hang heavy. So a little nod through the head, a little shake from side to side, just releasing any tension in the neck. And here we can float the toes off the floor and just begin to ground through the soles of the feet. So again, we're finding that connection through the body and the earth. Releasing the arms down, pressure the feet as we breathe, and let's roll the body all the way up. Head's the last thing to rise. Step the feet together. And let's roll the shoulders open, palms face forward. Our lovely equal standing posture. From here, take a deep breath in as we float the arms up. Look to our thumbs. As we exhale, we're going to fold, bringing the hands down to the floor. Inhale as we lift halfway, lengthen through the spine. And as we exhale, we're going to step the right foot back and lower down on that right knee and release the toes. Inhale as we lift the upper body, palms face in. Exhale as we draw the belly in and sink a little bit deeper into the hips. It's a nice low lunge here. Softness between the shoulders and the ears, lifting through the side body all the way up to the fingertips. So again, notice our connection to the earth here. Softness through the sole of the foot. And let's take another deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to bring the hands all the way down to the floor. We're going to start to straighten through that left leg as we send the hips back. Maybe coming all the way down to sit down onto that back heel. We're going to take the arms wide, relax the shoulders, and fold the body forward. So deep stretch here all the way down the back of that left leg. We're softening the upper body, taking that intention down to the lower body. And let's breathe in as we slowly lift up. Plant the hands at the front of the mat. Tuck the back toes under, float the back knee. We're going to sweep the left leg back to meet the right. Little pedal through the heels, little sway into the hips. An option here to move through our first vinyasa. Breathing in as we float forward. Exhale as we lower, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale as we draw the body forward and up. Exhale as we send the hips back. Pressing the heels down to the earth. Hold it here without holding the breath. Spread the fingers nice and wide. From here, let's breathe in as we float the right leg up to the sky. Exhale as we press the left heel down. Keep that steady connection through the hands and the earth. Let's lower the right leg down. Breathe in as we lift the left leg up to the sky. Exhale as we press the right heel down. Let's step the left foot forward to the outside edge of the mat. Step the right foot forward the same. Outside edge of the feet parallel the sides of the mat. Bend generously into the knees, body comes towards the thighs, catch hold of our elbows. Deep sway from side to side, steadiness with our breathing. So we're not speeding through any moments. We're going to pressure the feet, we're going to breathe in as we roll the body all the way up. We're going to step the feet together, roll the shoulders open, palms face forward. Inhale, arms up, look to the thumbs, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, fold, fingertips come down to the floor. Inhale as we lift halfway, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale as we step the left foot back and we lower down on that left knee. Release the toes. Inhale as we lift up. Exhale as we soften the shoulders to the ears. Draw the belly in and hold it steady. Nice deep breaths. And let's lower the fingertips all the way down to the floor. Start to straighten through that right leg as we send the hips back, maybe coming down to rest on that back heel. Relax the shoulders, take the arms wide, and let's soften the body forward. So again, deep stretch here into the back of that right leg. So from that calf all the way up to the hamstrings. So remember, any areas we feel tightness, just simply guide the breath into that space. And let's slowly lift the body up. Plant the hands at the front of the mat, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, let's step it back. Option to stay steady in our downward dog or move through a vinyasa. Breathing forward to our plank. Exhaling as we lower down. Inhale as we lift through the upper body. Exhale as we send the hips up and back. From here, let's step the right foot forward. Bring the back heel down. Pressure the feet as we inhale, lift the upper body, and let's take the arms wide. So we inhale, up Virabhadrasana 2. Holding it steady. Press the right knee open in line with the foot. So here, steady grounding through the soles of the feet. We may want to float the toes so we can find that connection to the body and the earth. And then gently lower the toes down. We're going to breathe in as we straighten the right leg. Exhale as we lean the upper body forward. Float the right hand down as we take the left arm up to the sky. So we're pressing that left shoulder open. Maybe taking our gaze up to the fingertips. Our Trikonasana, our triangle pose. So again, soles of the feet steady to the earth. And from here we're going to bend into that right knee as we bring the right hand down to the floor. And let's take our gaze back up to the sky. Press down to the pads of the fingers on that right hand. And let's straighten through that right leg. Take the feet nice and wide, turn the toes to face in. Let's bring the hands down to the floor. And then we're going to catch a hold of our ankles with both hands. Take a deep breath in to lengthen the spine. Exhale as we fold the body in. So we're drawing the elbows out to the sides, drawing the shoulder blades in towards each other. So here again, maybe a lightness in the toes. We can take the weight slightly forward. Steadiness to the soles of the feet. Let's bring the hands to the floor. Inhale as we lift up halfway. Catch a hold of our hips. Press to the feet as we lift the body up. Spin out on the right heel. Bend into that right knee. Take the arms wide. Windmill the hands. Frame the front foot. Step it back. Option to hold it here or move to a vinyasa. Breathing forward. Exhaling as we lower. Inhaling as we lift through the chest. Exhale as we send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. So from here, let's step the left foot forward. Bring the back heel down. Pressure the feet. Breathe in as we lift the upper body. Take the arms wide. Shoulders are down away from the ears. So we're bending generously into that front knee. And pressing that knee open so it's in line with the foot. Shoulders balanced above the hips. Let's breathe in as we straighten that left leg. Lean the weight forward. Taking the left hand down to the shin and taking the right hand up to the sky. So we're pressing the right shoulder open, taking our gaze up to the fingertips. So again, a softness in the toes here, contact between the body and the earth. So that sense of softness and steadiness in our posture. Let's take the gaze down to the floor. Bend into the left knee, plant the left hand down inside the left foot. So here we can ground through the pads of the fingers. And this time we're going to sweep the right hand down to the floor. We're going to frame the front foot, lift the back heel and step it back into our downward dog. Option to hold it steady or flow through a vinyasa. Breathing forward to our plank. Exhaling to lower, keep the elbows hugging in. Breathe in as we lift into the chest. Exhale as we send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. From here, let's step the feet nice and wide. Turn the heels in, turn the toes out. Soften into our knees. And let's walk the hands back as we sink the tailbone down to the floor. So we're coming into our nice yogi squat, our malasana. So here it's absolutely fine if the heels are a little bit lifted. We're going to take our elbows to the insides of the thighs. We're going to bring the palms to touch. So we're drawing the knees open as we draw the chest forward and up. So we're lifting through the crown of the head, keeping the face nice and soft. So here again, depending on your contact through the feet, if the heels are lifted, we'll notice that contact more through the balls of the toes. If the heels are down onto the floor, we may be able to soften through the toes. So again, remember, whatever's going on for your body today will be completely individual. You're completely unique. Your body and your practice. And then from here, let's bring the right hand down to the floor, out to the right, and let's sweep the left arm up to the sky so we can follow that arm with the gaze. And let's swap sides. Left hand comes down to the floor. Breathe in as we float the right arm up to the sky. Keep pressing the knees open. Maintain that steadiness. And let's slowly bring the hand down. We're going to step it back. We're going to come down into our child's pose. So today we're going to come into our full child's pose. So taking the knees a little bit wider than the hips. Relaxing the tops of the feet down to the floor, sending the hips back. And then we're going to soften the forehead down to the floor. And then we're going to take our arms down the sides of the body with the palms facing up. So finding your variation here. So maybe taking the knees a little bit wider. Maybe use a pillow to rest the forehead. Wherever we are, just allowing the body to soften and settle. And slowly lifting up nice and gently. Coming to sit down onto our mat. So we're going to come into one final balance before we come down onto the floor. So let's bring the feet nice and close in towards the body. I'm going to wrap the arms around the legs, so shoulders rolling back and down away from the ears. I'm going to lift the heels off the floor. I'm going to walk the toes a little bit close to the body before leaning slightly back and floating the feet off the floor. Once we're there, we can close or soften the eyes. So if we can hone all our awareness down to that contact between the sacrum and the floor. This position can have a really calming effect on the whole of the body. As we slow everything down. So really good to find these positions that allow the body to switch from our fight or flight reactions within the body to our rest and digest responses. So we really allow the body to settle, to calm. And let's slowly begin to open the eyes, nice and gently. And let's slowly bring the soles of the feet down to the floor. Unravel the arms. Let's straighten the legs away from the body. And let's come all the way down to lie down on our mats. So hugging the knees in. So we just have one final position before our Shavasana. We're going to reach our hands inside the legs. Catch a hold of the outside edge of the feet. Draw the knees towards the floor, soles of the feet parallel towards the sky. And maybe have a gentle rock from side to side, completely optional, and just hold it steady. So Nanda Balasana, happy baby pose. And let's gently release the feet. Straighten the legs along the floor. Let's rest the arms down the sides of the body. Palms facing the sky. Relax the shoulders. And let's release all control of the breath. Just allow the body to soften back into its own natural rhythm. I'm really tuning into that contact between the body and the floor. Notice each part of the body that's connected to the earth. Allowing each part of the body to become heavy, to become soft. As we gently surrender to the floor and let everything go. So completely rest and release. Feel free to stay here in your Shavasana. Or begin to find some movement through the fingers and the toes, just gently deepening the breath. let's reach the arms above the body. Take a nice deep breath in, lovely big stretch. Hug the knees in towards the body, have a gentle rock from side to side. And let's come onto our side, gently lifting up to a nice comfortable seat. And let's bring the hands together. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Release that breath with a big sigh. Thank you very much for joining me to practice today. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you did, please hit the link and subscribe, or should I say the like and subscribe. If you want to donate, please feel free to buy me a coffee using the link below. Enjoy your day, your evening, whatever you are up to. Thank you.